All right, so I'm afraid this video might go on for a little longer than you probably expect because of the topic. I don't know how much educational this video will be, but I'm making this in a hope that someone might get benefited out of it. I'm just trying to uh, put together all the pieces which is required to understand something specific. The specific is how to build custom kernel uh, in Arch Linux way. Okay, so it all started last year in July, specifically 4th of July, when our engineer committed a patch to the Linux Upstream kernel to include that particular build to make Arch Linux specific custom kernel in the tree. So to start with, let me take you to the commit of what it was first committed to the Upstream Linux kernel tree, and this is it. As you see, it was committed by Thomas, and the explanation given to the commit is pretty clear, that what it should do and how it basically help to build the Arch Linux specific custom kernel. Okay, so basically there is a file, there is one make file and one file, and this package build file is the Arch Linux specific way to instruct the build to build according to that distribution specific. Okay, so and this make file is a generic make file which includes all the stuff which is required to build that particular package. So here is the patch in detail. Okay, so you can see this section is the make file section. Okay, which needed to be given a much generic way, and basically at the end of it will call the make package. If you have ever done any packaging on Arch Linux, you have to, if you want to build something from the source, you have to call up this function to make build package on Arch Linux. Okay, and this is the section. If you ever run this, let me you can see this is the line being added, binary kernel pacman package. Okay, so and here is the content of the package build file, which was initially started. It has gone through various modification and there is long thread about it, and you can see it from here is very much apparent. There are other messages which I'm encouraged you to look into it if you wanted to do that. Jan is a maintainer of Arch Linux, one of the maintainer. He provided some suggestion to Thomas in this patch. Then there is a Nathan Chancellor who is a kernel developer, also proposed something. So this is the all started on here on this particular date, and now you could if you have a latest kernel source, you could easily build Arch Linux custom kernel package with the ease, without any modification or anything. You just have to run. If I show you, if I go here and make help, or if I so and if I So here you can see here you can see here this is what has been added, right? Like we used to, I mean, still you could do the Debian build, which I did very easy. These people have made things easy for normal people like us to just to run a command and it will be done. Similar way, it could be done via just write on the if you if you if you get the kernel source, upstream kernel source, get into that directory, change your configuration, and just run make pacman package. It will do the trick for you. Okay, this is as simple as that. No fuss. Now the thing is that uh, you are going to build a custom package, right? And that's what the sadism come from the Linux user. We just don't want to take things on a platter. It's silly, right? So we always have some sort of pathetic ego that we want to inject something of our own just to make just to establish notion across people that we understand, we know better, and something like that. That's an unwritten stuff which is rubbing the people for a long time. So I'm plugged by that, like everyone else, hopefully. And which is good or bad, that's a different topic for discussion in other time. So here, so in some inordinate time, I was sitting on Arch Linux, like this one. I'm sitting on it, and I wanted to build the kernel with some changes of my liking. So what I did, I just wrote few lines as a wrapper script around that make pacman package build stuff, just to inject something into the package build file and build it as per my liking. Okay, so let me show you the wrapper script I have written to build it. And to show you that, um, this is one. It is ugly. It probably not so cleverly written. I just jot down few lines and it helped me to do it cleanly. Okay, so this is the script. I haven't uploaded yet to my online directory. I'm just keeping it to myself, and I've been building the package with it. Before that, I had other script which were even more ugly. Before this particular option come into the upstream tree, I used to build the Arch package in a different way, which was even more uglier. So this one is compared to that, this is much cleaner. So I created a directory, as you see, just to keep things in a particular space, so that I don't have to hover through the system to find it out. Get the source table via specific script hosted in kernel.org, and then these are the ugly thing. I inject something into the package build file, which is the core file, as you saw in the patch, to require to build the package, custom kernel package in Arch Linux. So I have took away a particular option, the debug option, probably just to make things faster, build faster, and this is very fragile, I believe, because I'm taking step uh, with the line number. Now I'm in a hope that this file is probably static, which might not be the case. That's why the fixed line numbers are here too, and I commented out the debug section in the package build file because I want to make things faster and I don't need the debug package. And there must be a better way, I'm sure, but this is the ugly thing I've been doing and it is working. If any other line being added to that particular package build file, then I have to inspect and manually change it. Or you could tell me a better way in the comment section so I can follow. Basically, to take away the debug section from that package build file just to make things faster. Then it goes on normal stuff, to inject, to uh, deactivate the debug related stuff in the config. Then this is there just to recognize the, the the external hard drive if I plug in to get something from it. And this is to add a local version just to recognize it, not required. These are optional, but I give it for my, so I built as a local mod config to make things, because it only built the stuff which has been loaded. Okay, and now I took a backup of the existing kernel to a specific location in my system before doing anything, and then I enlisted them. Then I wanted uh, so then I, once the package get built, and I signed with my key, uh, GPG key. Uh, ArchWiki has a section where you can inject your GPG key into the keyring, a two-step, and you have to locally sign it. I recommend you to go through the wiki. It's just two-step, just to receive the keys from the Upstream key server, okay, and add it to the existing database, and locally assign to your particular key what you have got from the Upstream key server. It is as simple as that. Once that key gets inducted in your uh, Batman trusted DB, so you can sign the custom package via your GPG key. That's what I did behind the scene. I'll give you a thing, showing you how it could be done in a formal way. What that one particular thing has to be changed. So this script is pretty much, this is the wrapper script. It is ugly, but it's working for me. That's why I said I haven't uploaded it. This is for my personal purpose. I'm just doing it if somebody wanted to see it or take inspiration out of it, something like that. Let me show you what else I have changed. Uh, so no, not this one. Um, Here it is. So in this file, you see on the bottom there is a file called makepackage.conf. uh, it needs little bit of tweaking to get your GPG key and all this stuff into that part, because this particular file is the configuration file to create package related stuff in Arch Linux. So if I open this, you can see uh, the process, the policy of this particular distribution is laid out cleanly. uh, if you don't understand anything, don't touch it. Pretty simple. Okay, so these all variables require you to understand why this is there. If you don't understand it, don't touch it. Okay, specifically this section, although it's pretty evident what it is doing, what it is required. Now this is fairly well documented also, right? So what it does, you see there is a build environment, and this exclamation mark before this particular option, like ccache or discc, it means is basically negating that particular option while building. Okay, that exclamation mark before that option means it doesn't take into consideration that it should be used. By default, that negation marks was there beside the sign also. So I took it away just to make sure that I have injected my GPG key inside that keyring, so that gets signed, okay, when I create my custom kernel package. Okay, and so I took away this negation sign. By default it is there. If you see the raw package build file, once you downloaded the source table and get into the Linux kernel source script, okay, so I'll show you in a moment how the default one look like. So this is, I have changed, and I have also changed, see, I have blatantly added my my name and email address as a packager, so it should show up. So it's an ego kind of thing. So you want to see your name, right, like that. So I have added my GPG keys and the rest of it like this. So you could change a lot of other stuff, but I haven't bothered to. Now this is the file you need to change if you want to, but this is not mandatory. I changed it because I wanted to use the sign, I wanted to use it, so I have to change it to inject the stuff. um, so this is not mandatory. So again, if I close this and if I open the, I'm going to show you that so this is the default. So this is the default package build file, which it's there in the Upstream Linux kernel. So you have, as you saw, I have a 3 set command which basically change something, and you see, uh, I have commented the entire this section is, let me, so this the commented this debug section because I don't want that. This is the default package build file in Linux upstream kernel upstream source file. So I have commented out because I want to speed up things and I don't record the debug stuff at this moment. If I need it, I can easily have it. So this is purely optional. Likewise, if you want to inject something else, you could, if you understand the proforma of this particular file, but I'm showing it the default stuff and what I have changed. So if I come here, you can see I have made 3 changes. You see on the left hand side buffer that my cursor is hovering on 3 ugly shade changes, which I have done in the right on the package build file, the stock package build file, which is there in the upstream. To as I said, it is ugly thing because I am targeting the line number. It could mess up if anything added to that particular file by the maintainer. So I have to then again go and cross check and put the stuff proper way. So if you have a better idea, let me know in the comment section clearly so I can adapt it. So I leave it to you to provide me the suggestion so I could adapt it instead of doing some ugly thing what I've been doing here. But on the right hand side buffer, as you seeing, this is the um, this is the stock package build file. Okay, so you could add other stuff if you know it. All right, so I ran this particular script, this wrapper script, to build my custom Arch Linux kernel package with this configuration I have. Okay, and it took me roughly 15 minutes in my low powered machine to build it. So it could be much lesser if you're sitting on a beefier machine. And so let me give you some sort of, I have built it yesterday, so I'm not going to run that script. And if I wanted to see this, so you can see, so this is what I have built yesterday to run that ugly my script to build this and signed with my key and all this stuff. This one and this one, the header file and the API header file. These 3 things are closely binded and required by Arch Linux. To have that, if you do not eliminate the debug stuff, which is what I did, you will also get a debug kernel also here enlisted. So three package has been created: the header file, the API header, and the main Linux image kernel file. Okay, this, as you can see, I did it yesterday, so I'm not going to run that particular script. So if you're interested, you could ask me, or you could ask me, so I'll, or probably sometime I'll put it in my repository. You can take it down, tear it down, modify it, whatever you like to do it. So this is not so machine specific. Uh, so I hope, so I'm just showing you the way you could easily make little changes and get things done, because actual hard work is done by uh, some people on the upstream, as you see. Masahiro Yamada is the cable maintainer in Upstream Linux. He took patches from Thomas and others, um, and grind it into the Upstream Linux kernel source tree. So these things happen. There are other long threads regarding this which I'm not delving in or showing you. If you are curious enough, you can dig through the comments or check the mailing list of that particular discussion about all this stuff. So you'll get a uh, more elaborate idea regarding that. I think this is good enough to give you some sort of heads up to get on with it if you are interested and inclined to build your Arch custom kernel package from the Upstream source. As simple as that. So I hope it will be useful for some people who are inclined to have their own stuff in the machine, like I am. Most of the time, if it is not getting too complicated, because after a certain time it might go beyond my understanding and all this, then I stop. So I only stab it to the section I understand and all this stuff. So I hope it will be useful for some people. Thanks for watching.